One Atlanta pastor stepped out from behind the pulpit to find a closer connection to the homeless community. In his own city, Pastor Mayo Sowell spent a week living on the streets with only some basic necessities, and now he has turned that experience into a documentary. Have a look.
My husband?
I'm praying this cardboard in here. I got to walk up by the security guard.
But if I try to figure too much, I would talk myself out of going.
I don't even know what day it is right now. It's night one, kind of under a tree. Look like somebody might stay here every once in a while because, as you can see, somebody uses a blanket to keep a blanket off the ground. And there's some cans back there and stuff. And I don't know, I really don't feel comfortable right here.
More than 770,000 people experienced homelessness in 2024, according to the Department of Housing and Urban Development. And how American cities and towns deal with this crisis could be about to change. Last month, President Trump signed an executive order making it easier for local jurisdictions to remove homeless people from the streets. Pastor Mayo Sowell is here to talk more about your experience, why you decided to do this. I mean, what inspired you to say, you know what, I'm going to, for a week, I'm going to live on the streets. I want to see and feel, and I want to observe.
Yeah, you know, my wife and I, we ran into one of our neighbors, and they was unhoused. And, you know, the first thing that happened inside of us was empathy. And then, you know, when someone empathizes with someone in a situation like that, you want to engage. Mm-hmm. But we was like, you know, let's take a step back and educate ourselves. Because you can engage and assume you think you know what they need.
How did people end up on the streets? Yeah. Everyone doesn't have the same story.
Absolutely.
So I wonder what your expectations were, you know, when you first embarked on it. Did you think you would learn more about the people on the street, how they got there, what they're living like on a day-to-day, or did you also have your own preconceived notions about what it would be, who was there, and why they got there?
I went in with assumptions, and I think day two, my assumptions changed. You know, and what I found was it's a lot of people one paycheck away from being in their situations. And of course, you know, we found out from what they need from the inside that can help them. So it's kind of around their needs instead of our assumptions. Mm-hmm. And we learned that, and we want to help as a church.
And so, and you documented it along the way.
Yeah.
And how are you hoping this documentary is going to open the eyes of people about, you know, the plight of being homeless, how perhaps everyone can help, and, you know, what's your response to, say, the president's directive on allowing localities to say, you know, let's remove people? It doesn't necessarily mean that they're giving them a place, you know, some other alternatives, but it's removing homelessness from the view of the masses.
Yeah. So for us, we set out, we have two primary outcomes. The first outcome is we want to accelerate those financially that specialize in helping that community, which is our neighbors. So we want to help. So we're going to take up an offering for our church and the people within the city of Atlanta, and we're going to accelerate the mission and vision of those who help the unhoused. So that's the first outcome that we're going to do. 100% of the proceeds go to these organizations. The second thing is we want to bring awareness to it, because I feel that everyone has a responsibility. And to your question about, you know, the president's order, I think, and I really believe, biblically, it is our responsibility. The administrations will change, but our responsibility will stay the same. And we can help them as a people.
Perhaps your empathy, you know, is ingrained in a lot of different ways. I mean, you have an incredible, you know, lifelong journey yourself, you know, as a college football star with Auburn University, becoming an NFL star. And then, you know, there was a turn. Something happened, and it led you to federal prison for a drug-related charge, and then becoming a pastor. I mean, what do you credit to your motivation, you know, to really be in the driver's seat of your destiny, how you turn things around and how you're able to now help others?
And I'm so happy you asked that question, because everyone's life can take a turn. But here it is, someone reached in to help me. And that's what we want to do. So my life, somebody reached in to help me even while I was in prison. They seen something greater inside of me. And hopefully that's what I think we can see about our unhoused neighbors. It is something greater in the inside of them, which should inspire action for us to jump in. So that was my story.
Oh, that's wonderful. Let's see another clip of your documentary
Yes,
that will serve as inspiration.
Yes, ma'am.
Literally a family. Was in the park. Mom, dad, 4 kids, 1 little girl, 2 twin boys, and another little boy. Yeah, I was sad. And they're scared to go get help because somebody's gonna split them up.
I mean, that was heartbreaking. I mean, an entire family. I mean,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
moved you.
Yeah, it did. You know, I woke up that morning, actually it rained around 4 in the morning, and I seen the bushes moving. And I'm trying to find shelter, and I see heads popping up. And it was a whole family. And it was her mom, she had 2 twins, and then she had an 8-year-old following her. And I said, why won't you go to a shelter? And what she told me was, if I go to a shelter, they would separate my kids. So I would rather take a chance with them, with me, before they go to the system, and now I never get them back.
Where do you think they are now?
I went back to that place the next morning, and they wasn't there. And I went to a church around the corner, and I said, did you see that family? And they was like, yeah, they came in, and we gave them help, and they went to a shelter. And that's still, I mean, that I have 3 kids, and that was a picture that will never leave my mind. It was bad.
There really is no singular way of addressing homelessness because, like you just learned from a lot of people, there are a lot of reasons why people are on the street. There are a lot of circumstances, etc. But I guess, what is your greatest hope, whether it be by way of your experience, the documentary? What are you hoping this might help advocate? You know, maybe at a minimum.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping, you know, we get engaged as humans. We get engaged as people. And we can do things. I mean, there's nonprofits in people's heart. They have goals and visions that they can do their own help to help this community. Also finances. It's a lot of great nonprofits in our city that does a great job. Also, we can pray, we can help, you can give, you can think, you can just show empathy to that community. Because I do think it's our responsibility. I don't think it's an organization or an administration at large's responsibility. I think it's our responsibility to help our neighbors.
Where can people watch your documentary?
LIIV Atlanta, you can come to LIIV Atlanta, LIIV Atlanta, LIIVATL.com. You can watch it on that. We'll do it week 3, or you can come see me at church, 9, 10:30, 12:30 at Riverwood International Charter School, LIIV Atlanta.
Pastor Mayo Sowell.
Yes, ma'am.
So good to see you.
Thank you
Thank you so
much.
much. What a pleasure.
Yes, ma'am.
And we'll be right back.